Sunday afternoon in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight is the big dinner for which I was flown in, one of the main events here. It's going to be fancy. It's going to be awesome. Big speaking gig there. I think I'm supposed to speak for 40 minutes. And the audience is going to include big mega investors. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, heading to Sydney for the day, 24 hours, I think 4 speaking gigs there, a little bit of touring, and then the day after that, back to Israel. The 30-plus hour journey back to Israel begins. A little terrified, I gotta be honest. The way here was outrageous. All in all, though, the trip to Australia has been great, successful, productive, gotten some great feedback, so I'm pretty happy about that. But as always, I cannot wait to get back to Israel. Now, go and have lunch with some friends. I'm sitting here in this place called
Coco Mamas.
Coco Mamas. And we're having ridiculous lunch. Can you give me this 1 second? Look at this. Look at this thing. What is going on here? I don't even know what this stuff is. Smoothies, chocolate, peanut butter, banana.
Whatever you want. Healthy.
Yeah, real healthy. Ridiculous. This is my boy Levi.
Levi.
I don't know what to call you, man. I'm telling you, it's a problem. Maybe by the time we leave Australia, I know your name. So, how long do we know each other?
22 years.
You know, it's funny. Like, I realized, I was thinking about this morning. I always say, like, childhood friends. And I know people are like, how many people did you know as a child? Like, what's the deal? But the truth is, we know each other from camp literally like 20, 25 years ago. You were my younger brother's counselor.
Correct.
That's your claim to fame.
Go Cambodia!
There you go. That's his wife in the background over there. Yeah, so these guys are Melbourne natives.
Correct. Born and bred.
There you go. All right. And, you know, beyond the fact that we're childhood friends and he was my brother's counselor, he's somewhat of a hotshot in the tech space. I was going to say working for or working with, but no, managing the country for one of the hottest tech companies. Can we talk about numbers a little bit, or are you not allowed to talk about that on camera?
Sure,
like how big this company
a few numbers.
How big is this company? First of all, what's the name of the company?
Deliveroo. So deliver premium food to your house, your home, your office, wherever that may be. We started off in London about 5 years ago. Our founder is Will Shu, created the company. Started off very small, just in London, moved across to 2 different countries, and then in the last 2.5 years opened up over, in total, 12 countries.
Deliveroo.com?
Deliveroo.com.au or deliveroo.co.uk, depending where you are.
You're in the space of, are we allowed to talk about the EU word? Are we allowed to say them?
Who?
Uber Eats?
Uber who?
Oh, there you go, very nice. Well played. You know, the delivery space, there's a lot of companies, but how big is Deliveroo?
So Deliveroo in 12 countries. We have about 20,000 restaurants on board, about 30,000 riders that are riding around each day delivering food.
That is incredible.
And in Australia, we're in about 10 regions in Australia and have about 6,000 riders.
Okay, we'll get back to Australia in a second. Are we allowed to talk for 1 second? You could say no, we'll edit it out if not, but you talk publicly about how much money you raise, or you don't talk about that?
So globally, the company has raised just over Australian $1.2 billion.
That's a B.
That's a B.
And valuation, is that public information? Or
we don't really talk about valuations.
Has the press talked about your latest valuation, or no one's talked about it?
There's articles out there.
Okay, well, they raised $1.2 billion, so do the math. And not just not only did they raise $1.2 billion, but their investors, give me some names. I mean, the biggest names out there, give me some names. So
our recent investors were Fidelity, T. Rowe from the US, and then there's quite a few other investors. Okay. Bridgepoint, a lot of European
insane names. Okay, so you're not, just another food delivery. You are you're a market leader. You're definitely a market leader.
We are a market leader. We've got 12 countries. We're running around delivering food, and this is something that we're growing rapidly.
So what does it mean to run a country of a company that raised $1.2 billion? Like, what does one even do to run a country?
Well, when I started working for Deliveroo, we didn't raise that much money, but at that time we were launching in Australia, so very small launch. We had about 6 people in Melbourne, 6 people in Sydney. Quickly grew that over the last 2.5 years to about 100, 105, 110 employees across a whole lot of regions. So you hear about all these big stories, but you actually start off quite small. You're working back to back every single night.
If his boss is watching, who's your boss?
Will Shu.
Okay, Will Shu, the founder. If you're watching, this guy works too hard. I'm just saying, man, you're like a top-level exec. You're like running the country. You need to chill a little bit, but the truth is, we talked about this last night.
I'm chilling with you.
I know, but you're a very hard worker. You're working your butt off. Like, what are your hours usually? What would you say are your average hours?
Well, our headquarters is in the UK. So in Australia, that's a bit challenging. So we have like an 11-hour time difference. So we pretty much work 2 days, but it's worth it. You sit back, you look back at what we've grown over the last 2.5 years, and it's definitely addictive. You want to grow this and work really hard.
So,
satisfying.
In today's day and age, a lot of people, what am I looking at?
delivery rider right
Oh,
there.
there's a delivery. Yeah, well, you can't say that. In our day and age, a lot of people look for kind of cutting corners, shortcuts. You know, how to do minimal amount of work and maximum returns. But I literally asked you last night. I'm like, do you like at this point? You're running a country. Can you like take it easy? And you're like, I don't want to take it easy. This is when I need to like hustle.
Yeah, you gotta hustle. Working for a startup is relentless. You need to keep on doing it night after night. Anyone who thinks they're gonna be glorified by like, working for a startup, hanging out, doing whatever, doesn't happen. You work and work and work. You push.
Amazing. All right, so one more question. If someone, I'm gonna make an offer on your behalf.
Yeah.
If someone is in the startup world and trying to build something successful and they feel that they could learn from your experience, are you cool with someone reaching out to you and asking you advice?
Definitely.
How do people contact you?
They can reach me at quite a few different ways. I got to think about which way I want to.
What do you prefer? LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
what's your name on LinkedIn?
So Levi.Aaron on LinkedIn.
Levi, right?
Yeah, .Aaron. A-R-O-N.
A-R-O-N.
You'll find me.
Very simple.
Deliveroo, Australia.
Look him up, connect with him, shoot him a message, say you saw him on the vlog, and yeah, I mean, listen, this guy's building an empire here in Australia. I spoke to some of the people that use your service, and like, yeah, there are other services out there, but you're cheaper, you're more effective, you're faster, you're just better. All in all, it's just a better product. So kudos on that. Keep up the good work, and I'm looking forward to chilling on the beach, after the company IPOs or after the company IPOs or whatever.
Meanwhile, having fun hanging out with Hill. This is awesome.
We're having a good time.
Australia first time?
This is my first time.
First time in
The
Australia.
journey here was obscene.
Obscene? He's off to Sydney tomorrow, so we're really showing him everything.
Yes, indeed. We would have a good time. I think there were 3 times we're hanging out. I was saying to them, but I think they were all folded out. But I appreciate the time you guys spent with us, and I'm looking forward to returning the favor when you come to Israel. We're hanging out in Israel for sure.
Awesome, we'll do.
All right, man. Good luck on everything.
See ya.
Okay, all suited up for the big event, Chabad Young Professionals dinner, the gala dinner tonight. I have a surprise, apparently, something that I unfortunately cannot get on camera, despite the fact that it is literally one of my dreams. I have a Bentley picking me up. Somebody who's an esteemed member of the community here, who has a Bentley, big investor, but I'm gonna, despite my great desire, I'm going to fight my temptation and not get the car on camera. Unless, for some reason, he says it's okay, but look at that car. Anyway, Bentley's picking me up in 15 minutes. If somehow I can get it on camera, I will, but my first time in a Bentley. Hopefully not my last. 15 minutes. The Bentley is pulling up in a moment. Quite excited to be in a Bentley for the first time. Although what's the point of going in a Bentley if I can't get it on camera, right? I'm kidding. So excited though. But really excited about this event. And tomorrow, Sydney. Excited about that too. I got permission. We going in there. At this Chabad Young Professionals event. Amazing crowd here. Meet this guy. Who are you?
G'day, I'm Stephen Gotchman.
Can you say good day again? Because that was so cool.
G'day, how are you?
I love it.
There we go.
Got the meat. Come on, man. Where's the meat?
The mate.
Gotta have the meat. Good day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. What do I come to Australia for?
No, here we go. No, we got it now.
What's your name?
Stephen.
Stephen what?
Yeah, Stephen Gotchman.
All right, what do you do?
We're real estate, so I sell this city. I sell this place. I love this place. It's beautiful.
You're doing a good job. You grew up here?
Absolutely, yeah. Born and
Great
bred.
place. Absolute great place. The journey here from Israel, a little tough.
It's a little bit.
So it'll be a little while till I get back here, but I'll be back.
Yeah, great. Okay.
invite me, that is.
We look forward to having you back.
Thanks. I hope I don't disappoint you tonight.
If you behave yourself.
All right, I'll try. I'll try my best, man. It will be difficult, but I'll try. And yeah, I need a couple more shots before my talk tonight. But wish me luck, my friend.
Good luck.
Thank you
There
so
go.
much.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so you made it into the room. Here's where it will be crowded soon. I'll be doing my talk, and the most important guest here tonight is the cantor, the one and only. What's your name?
Yoni Raider.
All right, so can you just hit me, man? Just hit me. Go for it.
What do you want me to sing?
Surprise me.
Surprise you.
Go for it. Loud. There's nobody here. We can do it as loud as you want. Go for it. Sit down for this.
I want to sing something that is really, really heartful for me.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's for you because you visit there almost every day.
All right, let's do it.
Yerushalayim Shel Zahav.
Yerushalayim, that's Jerusalem, baby. Hit it.
ניצב ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמונים על עליך שירייך אני
All right, shut this operation
L'chaim.
down. It is game over. We got the violinist right here. Who are you? What's your name?
I take my Gregory.
Gregory, can you play a little bit for me or no time? Can we do that? I love the violin. Love it. We'll go with
there, go up there, go up there. Go up there, baby. Oh, yes.
Shalom bimnama, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'yimeru
God, I love that guy's voice. All right, so a LinkedIn friend. We're connected, right, on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your name?
Adam Zentel.
Adam Zeta. What do you do? Quick.
So working at PwC in their corporate innovation group, essentially we're identifying problems in the market and trying to build ventures around them, taking it away from like the traditional way of...
And XVC too.
XVC.
Love it, man. We're going to connect. We're going to talk about Proof, corporate innovation. That's what it's about. Love it. Great to meet you, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've had a Facebook friend. It's probably something I say very often. I've had many Facebook friends. One of my Facebook friends that I connected with about 1.5 years ago was a guy named Hillel Fuld. And for the past approximately 8 months, I've had this vision of bringing Hillel to Australia, to Melbourne, for some kind of event, some kind of celebration, having him as a guest speaker. This past season we had him speak for us at Caulfield Show, where we launched our Jewish Business Network, which was the seed we planted for something much bigger that we're going to be building upon in the coming months and year. But getting to know Hillel and his wife Raheli over the past few days has been nothing short of magnificent. And Hillel actually inspired me without, maybe not deliberately trying to do so. So without further ado, Hillel is known as Israel's tech guru. He doesn't like me saying that. But he's known as Israel's tech guru. He's one of Israel's preeminent tech marketers. He's a strategic advisor to many of the big startups in Israel. Without further ado, Hillel Fuld, the mic is yours.
The gala dinner ended, the talk went well. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8 a.m., off to Sydney for one day, then back to Israel. See you tomorrow.